ago, the couple were receiving a special blessing from their bishop.
Well, you know, they say it's not about how long you live. It's all about how much you did with the time you were given. My condolences goes out to this family, remaining family members, surviving family members. This story is rough. And I have so many questions, but one main question. Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. So, a house fire kills a T-neck couple in their attic apartment. I'm taking this from dailyvoice.com. But here's the thing. I went to an American source for the information, but I first saw the news in a Jamaican source saying that these two are born Jamaicans. They had migrated to the United States of America some years ago. So a community clung tight to fate Thursday as word spread of death of a beloved T-neck couple in an overnight house fire. Delton Brown, the husband, he was 32 years old, and his wife, Amoya Bennett Brown, was 29 years old. Listen, these two, for 32 years old and 29 years old, their list of accomplishments, you would think they were much older. Obviously, they had their heads screwed on. This is what you call a power couple. They were making power moves. So to see them go out like this, it's gotta be heart-wrenching, especially for their parents. Delton's dad just passed away from COVID not too long ago. You understand? And him and his wife, Amoya, were living at the house with his mom. His mom was not home at the time of the fire. Just the couple were there. Now this is man, when life throws you curveballs, I'm telling you, you better have something to hold on to. So the story says they were dedicated churchgoers and they served their fellow worshipers as well as the greater community. This is what their pastor, Winston Christian, said, pastor of the West Side Pentecostal Worship Center in Englewood. I don't know what I'm going to do without them, he said. I don't know what I'm going to do without them. This is what he told reporters outside the Arlington Avenue home that is owned by Denton's parents, where the couple died before dawn. They are an integral part of our ministry here. Amoya was a case manager at CarePlus New Jersey in Hackensack and an adjunct professor at Bergen Community College. See? And she's 29. She previously worked as a clinician at Catholic Charities. Her husband was a checking department representative for Columbia Bank, according to their LinkedIn profile, and they were married in December of 2016. They were married in that same church, the church where they gave so much back. I watched another video where the pastor said when Amoya migrated to the U.S. a few years back, it was at his house that she stayed. They were that close. Her husband was also the church's treasurer. He was their the main man in their visual arts, their video production team and all that. And he was also someone who took everybody where they needed to go, you know, take them to their conventions. He attended the same conventional functions, etc., etc. A very integral part of the church. They were married in 2016, and they died together in 2021. Wow, man. The accidental blaze trapped the couple in their attic apartment after breaking out on the floor below shortly before 3:30 a.m. This is what the first responders said. A township firefighter sustained a minor leg injury and was treated at St. Barnabas Medical Center in Livingston before being released. Township manager Dean Kaczynski said 2 other firefighters were treated for heat exhaustion at the scene. The fire was big. And I have so many questions about this fire and about how... Let me just go ahead and ask my question. Was there some kind of a lock on their door where they were unable to get out? And I mean, the house is tall, the house is big. So they were like on the 2nd, 3rd floor in an attic apartment, so they would be on the 3rd floor. They were 29 and 32. Did they have physical ailments that prevented them from jumping? Because I would have jumped. I would have jumped, landed on my ass, landed on my back, break an ankle, landed on my feet, shatter a leg, but I would have jumped to save my life from that fire. Run right through that glass window that's up there. There were no bars on the window that I could see. So it's kind of strange to me that they stayed in that house and they died together. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Talk to me in the comment section if you're thinking what I'm thinking. So, right now, the township is providing as many resources as they can to help the family. You know, this 2-family home will now have to be demolished. Bergen County Prosecutor Mark Musella said that Major Crime Unit's arson squad was determining the cause of the blaze, and it's still under investigation. They're collecting evidence through the Criminal Investigation Identification Bureau, and they are basically looking to see if there was any foul play here. But so far, they have said no foul play is suspected. I don't know how they would say no foul play is suspected unless they're not telling us what they know already. Like, maybe they went in already and they seen that it was an electrical fire. It was whatever the fire was. They were able to determine that where it started, on the 2nd floor below the couple's attic apartment. So if they were able to determine where it started, they were probably also able to determine what caused it at this point. But they haven't said that it's foul play involved. Meanwhile, Dwight Robinson at the Parent Church of God of Prophecy said the church officials were soliciting everyone at this time to be in earnest prayer for their family and their friends at the Englewood Church. Listen, like I said in the beginning, man, it's not the time that it's not how long you live. It's what you do at the time you were given. Some people are going to live really, really long, and they will not have accomplished half of what some people would have accomplished or did accomplish in the short space of time that they were on earth. You know, it's sad, and that's all I can say. It's sad. Oh, man. Leave your comments in the comment section below, people. Tell me what you think about this one. So they are Jamaican. They were born in Jamaica. I don't know the details of exactly when they migrated to the United States of America, but everybody knows this couple in this community, and everybody knows them to be one of those couples where everything is shiny. Everything is perfect. You know, every time you see them, they're in love. Their life sorted out. Head on their shoulders, and they're going about their business in a professional manner. They're described as loving and caring people. The neighbors that lived there said these are the kind of people you wanted to be your neighbors. They give you stuff when you run out of stuff. When COVID hit and masks were going low, they went out of their way to make sure they secured masks for not only themselves, but them and their neighbors. It's just a sad situation. And to think that he just lost his dad to COVID. Another crazy thing was the pastor had just prayed over them, right? The bishop, or I don't know what it is in their church, had just prayed over them 4 days ago before their death. And the prayer he prayed over them is seen on video. And he said he prayed over them, and he said some things over their life that those, you know how that goes already. The bishop prays it that your life turns out well and that God works his miracles in your life and you're successful in all that you do and all this. And 4 days later, they're dead. You don't know your time. That's all I gotta say. Live good and let your work speak for itself, because you shall surely be gone, but your work will remain. I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.